Hello and welcome to this midday market mood check with me, Nandita, Khemka and my colleague Yatin, Mota. Well, Yatin, looks like the Nifty's wait for its fresh all-time high gets longer. It came very close to its all-time high of 18,887 once again. I think it was just about 8-9 points away and then it cooled off and now we are at the low point of the day. Even below that 18,850 mark. What's dampening sentiment is, of course, the Fed chair's commentary, or testimony ahead of the US Congress saying that, the battle against inflation and getting inflation back to that 2% mark, that's the Fed target, is a long way ahead. And for that, the Fed may have to hike interest rates even more. So, till now we were factoring in another rate hike of 25 basis points or thereabouts in its July policy. But looks like, we are staring at more than one rate hike now. So that is something that has dampened sentiment globally. Overnight, US Qs were muted. In fact, Asian markets were pretty mixed given the fact that a couple of markets are shut on account of a holiday. Our markets, well, we started off on a good note, but then we wobbled a bit and now we are at the low point of the day. And what's not doing well today, of course, it's the IT, Pharma and PSU banking pack that is emerging as among the top sectoral losers. Banks and autos are holding out. Metals were also not doing all that badly in a weakish market. Broader markets, in fact, have taken a harder hit given the fact that the Nifty mid-cap index was down somewhere around 1% or thereabouts, underperforming the benchmark indices. If you look at the top Nifty gainers, some of the auto names, Hero Motocorp among top gainer, BPCL, Divis Lab, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, so private banks making a comeback. Among the losers, Tata Steel was the top loser, down somewhere around 2.5%. Bajaj Finance, Cipla, NTPC and Tata Consumer. Let's talk about some of the movers then. TCS, that has bagged a big deal rather, over $1 billion deal with the UK pension provider. But despite that, the stock was down in trade. LTI Mindtree has, launched its own AI platform, but, that has failed to excite the markets as well. Aside of that, let's talk about some of the other movers then from the mid-cap space because that's where the action really is. So, fill us in.
Yeah. So, before we start talking about mid-caps, two big events that I'll be watching out for today is obviously the PM Modi and President Biden's press conference. Historic day for India. Probably you could see some announcements on the defense cooperation, a lot of things for mines, mineral, rare earth minerals, many things that can come out of this meeting. PM Modi also earlier yesterday met Elon Musk and a lot of US corporates which are willing to invest in India. So I think a lot of excitement is there with respect to this visit. Let's see what comes out of the overall MOUs which are expected to be signed today. Number one. Number two, the most important thing is Accenture earnings will come out post market hours, and before that we have some IT sector headwinds coming in terms of news flows. Obviously a few days back we had TCS getting a cancellation of order. Obviously they call it mutual, but news report suggested otherwise. When it comes to other IT stocks, they are under pressure as well for the trade today. Market advance decline ratio almost 1:2, so 1 advances versus 2 declines. We also have most of the sectoral indices which have turned into the red completely. PSU Bank, energy and real estate stocks are the top losers. Now, when it comes to the gainers, Eicher yesterday also moved up 7-8% and today the stock is up nearly 8%. The company recently announced the successful fundraise via QIP, wherein they raised close to 750 crores. Max Financial Services stock has moved nearly 5% higher. We also have sugar stocks which are buzzing on the back of a probable delay in the Kharif season in Maharashtra, and also because of the El Nino effect, there could be some impact on the overall sugar production this time. Stocks like Balrampur Chini, Magad Sugar, Aur Sugar, Dwarike Sugar, all of them are moving in trade. BSE is also moving on the back of a SEBI notification which said that clients will have to be provided equal access to active stock exchanges. So apart from NSE, you also need to give access to BSE, and for existing clients also that deadline ends in 3 months from now. On the losing side, we have IDFC First Bank. That stock is down 6%. Some red flags there from the trading side. L&T Finance, that stock moved smartly in trade yesterday, but today is down 4% on the back of profit taking, and so is M&M Finance. So the NBFC space clearly has been witnessing some pressure of late in trade today.
Well, let's also talk about some of the other buzzers. Lupin, I want to mention Lupin because yesterday the stock had shot up quite a bit after it got USFDA approval for its, blockbuster drug Spiriva. And today, brokerages have come out with their reports on the stock, and they say that the Spiriva approval was already in the price, and that the upside is limited here on. Because of that, the stock is down somewhere around 4% or thereabouts in today's session. Shriram Finance, yesterday, of course, it had jumped somewhere around 10% on the back of Piramal Enterprises exiting stake. Today it is down in trade, but of course we have an upgrade coming in from Jeffries on the stock, and it sees somewhere around 45% upside on the stock going forward, but some has come under a bit of profit booking as well. Aside of that, Glenmark Pharma is under pressure. It has got a USFDA warning letter on its US unit, so watch out for that stock. Delhivery, a couple of block deals today as well. In fact, the entire week we have been witnessing a lot of block deals in the market. Today, Delhivery, 1.8 crore shares have exchanged hands. In fact, Carlyle is supposed to have sold 2.5% stake in the counter. Aside of that, when you talk about other block deals, Sansera Engineering, around 74.5 lakh shares have exchanged hands at a price of 835 rupees per share via block deal. Craftsman Auto is the other one. 8 lakh shares have exchanged hands at 3,960 rupees a piece via a block deal again. So all in all, lot of movers and shakers in today's session, but Nifty, well, for the benchmark index, that all-time high level is playing hide and seek for now.
Kill.
But I think we're done with this midday market mood check. We'll be, of course, watching out for the big events that Yatin has mentioned, and of course we'll be getting you all the market action at close at 3:30 p.m. So don't forget to tune in for that, and for all your other news and financial updates, of course, keep following Moneycontrol. Thanks a lot for watching.